Hey guys, this is Sarah, and I'm gonna make a video response to Lessa Sarah. I've already actually posted a comment on her after I watched the video, but I kind of just wanted to share this with everybody, and also like Sarah to kind of put it out there as a you're not alone type situation. Also, I'm wearing my earrings that Miss Carol Cherokee Banded made me. I love these, Miss Carol. I can't wait to wear them to church tonight. I came home during lunch, which is why I have a little time. I came home during lunch today and did Jilly and Michael 30-day shred because I actually ran yesterday. So today I just did a workout video. And when I got done, I thought, I'm going to put makeup on and go ahead and get ready for church tonight. And I got so excited that because I'm wearing this skirt, which you can't see. I don't know how to show you the skirt. I'm wearing this cute little skirt. Anyways, I'm sorry. This is not where this video was going. So I'm trying to hurry. So, Lessa Sarah made a video talking about not recognizing the face that she sees in the mirror. And then she kind of talks about how silly that is because she realizes that it's her and it's her face. But I'm totally feeling that, Sarah. And I always joke about me having this same face since I was like 4. And I'm actually going to talk about that and then see you one, which is kind of what I talked about on the comment that I made to you. But I feel that. I don't think that I look that different normally. And definitely not body-wise. Looking at pictures, I see it more than anything, but my face has changed significantly. The shape of my face, it's the chin. Same thing you were talking about. I've always had high cheekbones, but I don't know, the definition's different. I have a dimple over here that I've never, ever seen before. And I haven't seen it in person, but I keep taking pictures and I have this vein in my forehead. What? I don't even know where that came from. So I totally feel you when you're saying that you don't even recognize yourself. And it is a struggle. And I don't think that pre-op, or I don't even think with any weight loss, I know you think about the emotional. I did anyways. I had concerns about emotionally how that things were going to affect me because I have a tendency to be over emotional, and about everything. I've just always been, which oddly enough, that's gotten a little better. I don't cry near as much as I used to. But I did worry about just struggling with being in a smaller body, which is something I've never been in before. I weighed 240 in the 8th grade, so I don't ever remember having any recollections of being smaller than that. Now, I'm sure at some point I had to be, but I was a kid. In 8th grade I was a kid, and so my face was different, because like you were saying, your face is just different. So if I weighed 240 in the 8th grade, I'm just going to go on a limb and say I was probably 190 in the 4th grade. I don't know that. I'm just guessing. I don't know. And I definitely had a different face. I was just looking at some pictures, and I wish I brought my phone in here. Dang it. Of some pictures of when I was younger. It was me and I think I actually might put it on Instagram. Me and my little brother, and he was probably 5, so I was 10. And we actually raised my cousin Catherine for a little while. So she was living with us for a while, and she was in the picture with us. And it's just so funny because even though I kind of look like myself, I don't, and I was a chunky monkey then, and I was wearing adult clothes then, and I remember thinking I was so excited because I could shop in the women's section of this little shop that we had in town that my aunt owned. Did you hear me say that? She was in charge of, she didn't really own it, but she worked in the store. But anyways, and I think about it now, and I'm like, how sad was that? Regardless, I thought I was cool, so it didn't matter. But I'm saying all of this to say, I'm totally feeling your struggle, but I want to see you one because here's my current struggle. People not recognizing me. At first when it happened, it was weird. And people would say, I would be at Walmart and I would smile at somebody and then they would look away, smile back and look away, and then look again and then say, oh, Sarah, I didn't even know that was you. And then I got people not knowing who I was till I said, hey, how are you? Which I've kind of talked about. People that are following my journey on Facebook, people that I see pretty regularly, people at church who see me every Sunday, twice on Sundays, once on Wednesday, are coming into church wanting to know who's sitting beside my husband. Like, I know some of that may be an exaggeration, but who did you think it was going to be? We visited a church that we used to attend, the church that actually my husband and I met at last Sunday, and I had two different women come up to me and say they honestly thought that Ed had gotten a new woman. Like, they were joking, but they weren't kidding. Like, the one lady kept saying, like, she said, seriously, I leaned over and I was like, what happened to Sarah and Ed? You know, she said she was shocked. That I'm struggling with that. Now, I'm not saying that's not neat, but I'm struggling with that. I mean, to the point of a few weeks ago when my brother and his wife had a baby shower at the church that they go to. It's actually a church that I grew up in and was in the youth group in. Okay, it's a drawn out. I was in the youth group there, so I went there, I did all the activities with them, but, so anyways. So that was, it was like high school, maybe late junior high, early high school, in high school when that was going on. So there's a lot of older people there, but at that baby shower, there were several women who didn't know who I was, which, you know, I keep getting that. But even one of my aunts, one of my dad's sisters, who has not been that long since I saw her, made a snide remark to another sister about she couldn't believe I didn't come to Adam and Tamara's baby shower. I was there. And the funny thing is I talked to a bunch of the sisters. I was taking pictures. Who was the random girl with a camera walking around taking pictures with everybody and of everybody? I was taking pictures of my cousin Josh's little boy, Grayson, and like my Aunt Sylvia. Like, really? Who did you think I was? And then another older lady who I actually used to go to church there, I used to go to the bank with, she didn't know who I was. And to the point of she had said something to somebody else about she had looked for me but didn't see me. And so that's where I'm struggling at. So much so that her husband, the one woman I just talked about, her husband died last week. And I should have gone to the funeral home. And do you know why I didn't go? Because I knew she wasn't going to know who I was. And she's not... she's with it. This lady's with it. Like, she's not, you know, she's with the time. She's with the day and time. She's not like, has dementia, nothing. She's always known who I am. We used to work together at the bank. She didn't know who I was. I took my best friend's two kids, Cash and Kami, to my dad's church, which also is the same church that my brother and his wife go to. It's a long, drawn-out story. Anyways, they had VBS this week. So I took Cash and Kami because Bree had to work. And I saw the lady, and I felt really guilty because I had not gone to the funeral home. And, of course, I had the kids with me, and she smiled at me, and I smiled at her, which you just have to know Miss Wilma. She just does things like that. She's just the super nicest person. And I could tell, even though she was so nice to me, she didn't know who I was. And I even said, you know, I should have told her. I know that. But it's such an awkward thing because I keep running into that. Like, I keep running into that people being nice to me or smiling at me because they think I look familiar, but they're not really sure who I am. And then I've had several people say they didn't know who I was till I opened my big mouth, and then it was a dead giveaway. So I'd like to hear video responses on how you guys are handling that. Like, how you're handling, or I'd love for Sarah to even make one, like how you're handling dealing with people not knowing who you are, and what do you do? Do you say, hey, it's Sarah? Because it is an awkward moment, and it's so weird because I never thought that'd be a struggle for me, but it's an awkward moment to say, because it makes them feel guilty, and then you feel weird about it, and then, I don't know, there's so many weird, crazy things I just was not expecting from this journey, and that was one of them. The people at that church the other night kept saying, or last Sunday kept saying, yeah, and your hair's so much darker and blah, 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 blah. Like, I've not done anything to my hair. I colored my hair in like August after I had surgery because it was falling out and I felt weird about the fact that I needed to do something to my hair. But like, I used to put highlights in my hair, and I'm being cheap and not doing anything, but like, my hair always pretty much looks the exact same. Almost the exact same. And so people were like, yeah, and your hair's different. And so it's just weird. But I'd love to know what you guys do, what you think, how you react when people don't know who you are. And sometimes I just keep talking to somebody until they figure it out, because that's happened. I'll be talking and smiling, and then like, 5 minutes in the conversation, they'll go, Sarah, I didn't know that was you. And it keeps happening all the time. And, it keeps freaking me out to the point I'm like, it's so weird because I don't understand how people don't know who I am. And Bree, my best friend, was like, it's because you just look different. Your face is just so different. So anyway, Sarah, I'm totally feeling you. I totally understand exactly where you're coming from on that. Totally. So I'm not recognizing myself, and other people aren't recognizing me. So that's my current struggle, is not... And being weird about it, like shying away from people because I know they don't know who I am. So that's weird. I actually went through a phase of that after I got married. I mean, people know who I was, but I would like, and I still do this from time to time, like if I sign something, I can't tell you, I don't want to tell you my full name on air, but I would sign stuff with and I would sign stuff with my first name, my maiden name, and my last name, because people wouldn't know who I am. Or when I'd call people, I found myself saying, hey, this is Sarah. Well, you guys know Harrison. That's my maiden name. This is Sarah Harrison. I'm sorry, Robinson. I got married. And my cousin Faith teased me about that forever because I did that purposely. I didn't forget. I just acted like I did because I knew people weren't going to know who I was, and I really struggled with that. And I'm not to say like that everybody in our area knows who I am. That's not to say that, but it's just that most people recognize the Harrison last name because we are so big. My dad's one of 10 and 10 kids, and so we live in a really rural area. And most people are like, oh, you're a Harrison? Are you so-and-so's daughter? Or you whatever? So anyways, that's my current struggle. Just people not knowing who I am. Even at that same baby shower, one of my aunts thought I was actually another cousin of mine who doesn't even live here, who is way smaller than I am. So that was weird too. But anyways, I'm just going to put that out there and see if anybody else has any of those. If you're dealing with that, people not knowing who you are and how you handle that and what you do, because it's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, guys, have a great day, and I will see you either Thursday or Friday for my update, my weekly update. Okay, bye.